All right, the 565s are trading. All right, so now this is just, this might be over for me before it even gets started. I've never made this many good calls without actually profiting in, I gotta say, 15 years. These are the sickest things I've ever done. I said Google 485 when the thing broke 550. Remember when remember when that day when I got smoked on the Google earnings report and I only played one direction and I said that's probably gonna be a bad idea because everybody was agreeing with me? Funny thing about Google is that everybody still thinks this company's a buy. Obviously, something's going on there. When a stock's not acting correctly, somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. So I said, considering what this chart looks like, it's gonna fall off the earth, and 485 will be where it starts, where it heads, and it'll take the cues below 54. And where do I stand? I'm selling 550 calls a couple of weeks ago for $3. I sold 3 of them. So I took in $920. I figured, okay, this thing's not bouncing. At 525, it seemed like, there was a little bit of risk there. Unbelievable. So, I got a surprise, people. Check this out, y'all. A 1987 top set. You're gonna get the Barry Bonds rookie card. Rafael Palmeiro. You're gonna get Dennis Barry Larkin rookie card. These cards came right out of the pack, right into the sheets. Gem mint condition. Gem mint condition. All for you. All you have to do is show you how smart you are. Show us how smart you are. Tell me where Yoku closes without going over. September 1st. September 1st, closing price. Whoever comes closer without going over wins the 1987 Topps baseball card set. Now, of course, if we don't get at least 50 applicants for the contest will be voided. That is my disclaimer. So get your predictions in. All right. So anyway, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? I'm looking at this year as almost done, and I think there's somebody out there that agrees with me. Unless this guy's taking the sickest position ever. I think it was 10,000 December 66 calls were printed at 16 cents today. 10,000 calls were printed at 66. December 66 calls. Okay? December 66 calls. And if I was that guy, basically, in theory, he's risking $66 million to make $160,000. What I'm saying is, he's laying out that kind of crazy cash. He's got to lay out a lot of buying power to get involved with that kind of a position. Obviously, this is not an individual investor. So, somebody thinks there's no hope for this market to rally. I think we've already seen the highs for the year, because what's going to carry us? Google's broken. Apple's going to break down. Research in Motion's not really a company anymore. Amazon's going to die because nobody's going to want to buy anything. So basically, the trickle-down effect is going to happen. And again, we just started going down. This is day one. This is day one. All we've done is now we've gone back to test those lows from where we came. We basically have been going sideways. And my mistake, which in some light, in some people's eyes, was not a mistake. What I've been doing is selling calls. Priceline, CMG, Google, Panera Bread. And I look at the stocks where they came from, the opens. Actually, I haven't even checked that stock. All the companies that I believed were worthless, that weren't going to retest their highs, I sold calls at those prices and took in the premium. So on options expiration, all I do is I sit around and I wait for the options to expire and I get to keep the money. But when a stock goes down 70 points and you're making 3, you're a loser. This guy. When a stock pulls in 50% and you're making 2 points, you're a loser. This guy. But the suggestions were there. The ideas and my price predictions were flawless. Look at the low print on the Google today. I said by June expiration, the stock will hit 485. This is just unbelievable. I have to say, this is one of the best calls of my career. 15 years going. I don't care that I told everybody about the iPod. This is going to be a revolutionary product. Calling the price and the day is phenomenal. And this is going out to the T3 live chat room. When I left about however many weeks ago, what did I say? If you don't do anything, at least short Google to 485. It's mind-blowing, really. So, and along the lines, I've been selling the premium on the calls, but you know I'm also naked some puts on the Q, so it's starting to get me a little bit worrisome here. If we break down from here, not feeling too good about it. Now, what's going to happen is if I actually start shorting the Qs again, am I going to save the entire market again? Are we going to suddenly rally? Is Google just going to rip up back up to $600? Is Apple going to just go right back to $400 a share? Is this all going to happen? Stay tuned, because you'll be the first to know. If I actually get back into the Qs short, I'm talking about the common, because I'm out there. I'm exposed right now. If we crash, I'm not going to be feeling too good about what I have, okay? I'm just laying that right out there for you. I was hoping for a sideways market. I knew the market was going to go down. I knew we were going to trade in this trading range, but we got here way too fast. I thought June would be a slow grinding out month. I thought July would be another one of those months, and then we'd sit around and do nothing in August, and all I would be doing was collecting premiums. But now we are falling off the face of the earth. There's no reason to hold on to stocks. Everybody knows it. It's time to get out. Panic is going to set in. Nobody wants to hold stocks over the weekend. If you haven't noticed, the last 20 minutes of the day for the last 6 weeks has been selling. And now you've learned a lesson. So the next time this is happening, the next time the market's going up every day and you can't understand, when you see those sentiment indicators like end of day selling, when you see that happen, next time you'll know that is something you need to remember. When we have end of day selling, because on the flip side, all we had for the last 2 years was end of day buying. And then we'd have the Monday gap up and we'd start all over again. Now, we're not getting that. We're selling every gap, we're selling every close, and we're just selling, selling, selling. There's no leaders. The high-flying stocks are dead. China has been exposed as a scam. It took it a little bit longer than I expected. And right now, it's up to me. It is up to this guy.
You know, thinking that the market revolves around you is very irresponsible. Very irresponsible.
Yeah? Let's see what happens. If I start shorting the Qs right here, and I'm only going to dabble, I'll short maybe 3,000 shares here at 53.70, going into the close if we start breaking down. I haven't done it yet. But I will let you know. I'll send an email through hitthebid.com. I'll let you know if I do add. And don't forget, I talked about Priceline the other day. I got stopped out of my short. It's just irresponsible? I don't think so anymore. It's reality, people. Embrace the horror. Embrace the horror, because I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. Because I don't know how the market's going to react. And my fingers, if I'm not really involved monetarily, which I know there's guys out there that make predictions all day, and they have no vested interest in what they're doing. Nothing at all. They're not even involved in the market. They're just talking a bunch of shit. I wonder if it will work. That's the main thing. Will it work? Will it work if my money's not on the line? Sooner or later, we're going to have to test that theory, because I'm going to be pulling everything out. So I think I still need a few more bullets. I've got enough fishing rods to last forever. I got gas. I got my boats ready. My swords are sharpened. My shotguns are loaded. All my sights have been configured. I'm ready for war. I'm ready!
I would much prefer Crow.